good with it, in the hood with it? Welcome back to the Collective Clips, where you already know we get it in, right? But before we get it in, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Put your notification bell on all, ding, so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content I am kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. We're going up on this channel, and it's all because of you. And for that, I can say I'm very humbled, man. And I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. So trip out. There's a lot of bullshit going on with Lefty Gunplay, man. And I heard something last night that I was just like, wow, right? You know, as a content creator, trip out on this. As a content creator, you get told a lot of things. A lot of people get in your DMs. A lot of people try to slide you information. A lot of people get at you and they bring you certain things for content purposes. Hey, bro, guess what I heard? Hey, bro, trip out on this. See, it's up to you as a content creator to vet that. You know, that's secondhand information. So what you have to do is you have to really analyze it, look at it, and investigate a little bit, because you don't want to be putting shit out there that's wrong. You know, that could jeopardize someone's safety and security. See, I did that before, man. I did that, and that caused a big old fiasco. And I'll forever be, you know, respectfully looked at as a certain way. Okay, as someone who didn't do his homework. And I have to live with that. I have to live with that, man. I could have put someone in a position, or I did put someone in a position that could cause him and his family harm, that could be misconstrued, that people could take clips of and run with. And I can't say nothing about it, man, because I'd be a hypocrite to do that. So from that point on, having learned that, and you learn a lot while being a content creator, I realized, man, I had to do my proper investigation. And there's just some things that shouldn't even be spoken on because there's reasons why they shouldn't. Okay, and that's just the way it is. So I learned my lesson. Let's just say that. So when it comes to Lefty Gunplay, every day there's a lot of information and a lot of misinformation that gets thrown out. Well, on February 17th, I was given some information on TikTok about Lefty Gunplay that basically said, man, hey, trip out. One of the homies got at me. You know who I could say right now, everything he's ever told me has been pura, 10-5 a key. It's been real. Right? But he gets at me. It's the evening time. He's like, hey, bro, I was on IG Live. I just got off of IG. Lefty Gunplay was having a live. And he started to argue with the female. And in the midst of arguing with this female, you know, he called her the N-word, bro, with the hard ER, and threatened to fucking smoke her and kill her and this and that and whatever he said, right? He goes, and then he quickly realized what he did, and he was like, oh shit, I said the N-word, and he ended the live. He goes, there was a couple thousand people in there, so hurry up and get on it, drop the fucking content, because there wasn't too many people that seen it, but there was enough that someone's going to capture it. Someone's going to say something to speak on it. You know, now, mind you, this was on February 17th when he told me this in the evening time. And I had to analyze it and think about whether I was going to drop it or not. Now, this was pre Lazy Boy doing the interview on No Jumper, pre all that drama, pre the interview with Lucky that just happened the other day, pre all that drama, right? You know, at the time when Lefty just came out, and this was right when he was at his height, when he was his 15 minutes of fame, he was like on minute 13 or something, right? It was really popping. He was really popping. As a Chicano, as a brown person, man, and anyone will tell you, I've been supportive of all rappers, North and South. Any type of Chicano that's coming up in the game, I like to see him shine, homes. I don't hate. I don't hate from a distance. I'm not trying to hate on them, period. I want to see them get their bag. I want to see them be able to provide for their familia and make their dreams come true. You feel me? So I had to think about it strongly. And you know, I got at a couple people and I realized, hey, homie, albeit this is fucking probably true. He probably did say this and it's a bad look, a bad move. I'm not in a position to speak on it because I didn't see it myself. And secondly, I don't want to hurt this guy's reputation worse than he's doing to himself. You know, at this time, a lot of people were tripping. Hey, he's on the lives, getting high. He's talking about he's on Scante. He's all crashing out. I was like, hey, if he's going to find himself in a situation, I'm going to let him do it for himself. I'm not going to have no impact on what he's got going on and trying to sway people away from another Mexicano trying to come up. Do you feel me? So I felt righteously when I slept that night, my head hit that pillow. I could sleep good, man. I'm not going to try to be one of those guys that tries to ruin a guy's reputation just because he's from the other side or because, you know, I don't think he raps good or whatever. And so that was it. I slept on it, told the homeboy, hey, gracias, I appreciate you, bro, for the heads up. But I'm going to go ahead and let someone else run with that just based on, we'll see how that plays out. And if I have to double back and do a video, homes, then I'll do that. And so here we go. A month passes. And in the midst of that month passing with Lefty Gunplay, he's been on a lot of podcasts, a lot of social media. He was in High Power with Tory Lanez, I think, during that time. And they made memes out of this guy. And I can understand the pressure. I actually seen him on a podcast where he said he actually jumps in his whip, man, takes rides out to the beach, throws his hoodie on so he's not recognized, and puts his fucking toes in the sand to try to become human again, to get his thoughts together. Because when you're popular, when everyone's on you, man, you have to act a certain way. You have to become the character that they want to see you be 24 hours a day, homes. There's no rest for the weary, right? There's no sleep for the weary. It's constant go time, especially when you're trying to get a bag and you're trying to personify what people allegedly think you should be. It's full go. And I understand that. I've been in situations where I've had to do the same thing. You just want to get away for a while, man. You just want to do your own thing. I can recognize that and respect it. But what I can't respect is when you constantly say things like this that make you look human and make you look like you have emotions and make you look normal, homes. Then you double back and say something fucking stupid. Now, is he dumb? Did he make a bad move for saying the N-word and getting all emotional with the female? Absolutely. If you let a female get you out of character, but you can't let a man get you out of character, there's always going to be those that are going to question your gangsterism. There's always going to be those that are going to question you forever. And you got that coming because you've displayed them type of characteristics. You put that out there for the people to judge. Now, it ain't cool when people prejudge, but when you put out there the evidence for them to judge, they're going to do that, homes. All that Tupac, only God can judge me. Charlie, homes, man will do that shit. And remember, all bitches rattle. Orale, conejo. That's just the way it is. Now, when he went on Hoodstocks the other day, and there was that big old fucking incident where Lucky was high and Lucky got at him a certain type of way, and he felt played because Lucky told him, fuck you. And so basically, he was a little emotional, bro. But I thought, and I said it, I thought Lefty played his hand out the best way he could possibly. And that was, bite his teeth, grit his teeth down, homes. Let Lucky say what he was going to say and get the fuck on, bro. And decide after that point, man, if it was worth taking flight, getting that one-on-one fade, or doing whatever he was going to do. But the best thing to do for his brand, for his fucking bag, for his familia, was to not do anything on camera where people have evidence, because there would have been videos all over the world. There was videos already. So imagine how many videos there would have been if he would have took flight. Now, there would have been those that said, hey, he's on his real gangster hype. He's really fucking about his business. Everything he says, he's about. But let's keep it real. 99% of what rappers say and what gangsters say and what people say ain't really what it is, right? We know that. It's all for fun and games. It's all for people to perceive them as something they might not be. Now, there are some dudes that don't talk a lot that are really about that business. But, bro, you don't have to tell every single person you're on a podcast who you are, what your name is, what your credibility is, so that they could stamp that, homes, and they could fear you. Because nobody does. Let's just be cut and dry and honest. And after that incident with Lucky, a lot less people do, just because they felt that the person that you were displaying is not the characteristics that you displayed. Meaning, you can't talk about you'll crash out, you'll handle business, you'll do this, you'll do that, and then not do it. People expect you to be Superman since you're going to rap to the Superman beat. Okay, now that's just it. Now, I've told you before that I don't condone the N-word, right? Never have, I just never will. It's not my thing, right? Especially, and there's no difference to me whether it's with the A or the hard ER and all that. I don't get it, bro. The N-word's the fucking N-word, period. Mexicans shouldn't be saying the N-word, bro. It's not our word. It's a disrespectful word. It's a derogatory. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say it. But I understand people are always going to say, well, it's where they grew up, and hey, the blacks didn't care when I said it, and whatever, however spin and cherry on top you want to put on it, and your environment and your geography, and you grew up in Oakland, or you grew up in the Bay, or you grew up in fucking South Central, however you want to say it, homes. If that's what you want to say, be a man and say it. Just stand by the repercussions when some black dude or someone doesn't like you saying it. Because it won't only come from a black dude. There might be an older Mexicano, an older Southside, or older Norteño that are like, hey, homie, Don't say that around me. And if you're a gangster and you feel disrespected, well, guess what? Like a Lucky podcast, you're going to have to get off where you're mad at, you know? There's always a situation where if you put yourself in that situation, then you have to get down and do your thing. So be prepared for that. It ain't as simple as a word, Holmes. It's a word that's disrespectful to people, not only to blacks, but people that don't like using that word around them. People that are into their cultura, that are like, hey, homie, don't use that fucking word around me for whatever reason. So I've never been, a pusher of that word. So for him to say that to a female, okay, and catch himself, oh shit, I said the N-word, I gotta go. Well, if you ain't said nothing wrong, homie, if you've put out there, hey, I don't use that word, then you got caught using that word. There's been people that have done that before on social media, right? You're cold busted. Sit down here. We're so disgusted with you. We got, it's like an Orange Juice Jones song. Right? We saw you walking in the rain. You were holding hands, and now it's time to explain. It's cool and it's understandable that people slip up. Maybe in the comfort of their own homes or with their close homeboys, they might use words they don't necessarily want to put out there on social media. It happens, bro. Everyone does it. Okay, but I will tell you this. When you're constantly going around shitting on the Northerners' names, they say the N-word, or shitting on other youngsters' names, they say the N-word, bro. I don't get down. I'm old school. I don't do it like that. And then you get caught using it to a woman, people might fall back. Like, wow, bro, practice what you preach, Barry White. You didn't get down like that. You're tripping on some different shit. So anyways, and then also threatening a woman. Let's get to that. A grown man, a laced up guy, a gangster, a real one, someone who's done time on 4 yards and Pelican Bay shoes, and they're him. They're that one, right? Could never let a woman get you out of your element. Can never let a woman sidetrack you, Holmes. Can never let a woman play you to a point or get you to a point that you act out of character. Because women argue with women, men argue with men, and real men aren't even supposed to argue. So in a situation like that, you've just showed your hand that you're fucking emotional like a hyena. I'm just saying, right? I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to disrespect it. I'll try to do this as respectfully as I can. But that's the way a lot of people are going to perceive it and look at it, Holmes. Straight up. Real gangster shit. Hey, knowledge you can't get in college. Now, this is the trip out on this, because I'm unbiased and I'm real. A lot of people are taking this situation that happened over a month ago. Remember, I got this information a month ago and sat on it out of respect for the southern side, not the other side, and out of respect for Lefty to get his bag, Holmes, and I just didn't want to be part of the problem. I'm more so part of the solution. My solution is the raza should all fucking do their thing and get paid, right? But the problem is a lot of fucking individuals that hate on each other and are envious. So, like I said, Lefty's been involved in a lot of the rah-rah shit, especially when it came to Lazy Boy from Sanho, the no jumper shit, and now the beat goes on like a whisper song. It's continuing. It's escalated. It's snowballed. North and South is at its height right now in the streets as far as guerra. You got music videos being made, people talking that high power shit. It just is what it is. Everyone's in anticipation of bands from Santa Rosa, his fucking content that they're about to drop on No Jumper. I mean, just the anticipation is real because everybody's looking for the drama. And I'm one of those guys. Yes, I'm going to speak my piece and give my 2 cents. But at the end of the day, I'd rather not put in 2 cents, Holmes, because that ain't close to $1. That's just the game I got. So all this shit that Lefty's done, right? Going on Hoodstocks and letting a man call you out, whether it was in the best interest of what you did or however the people look at it, people are trying to misconstrue and fuck up the timeline, Holmes. People are now saying that this just happened 2 nights ago or last night or whatever the case may be, that it's just now coming out that he disrespected this woman. And they're basically trying to do this to make him look worse than the situation is. I mean, it's already a bad situation, but basically what they're saying is, hey, Lefty, you didn't want to see Lucky. You bowed down. You didn't take that fade with the grown man, Holmes. Hey, you were doing your fucking finger shit like that and got up and walked away, but you're going to argue and threaten to kill a female. Now, if this is your MO, this is your MO. But I'm here to clear shit up, Holmes, and say that's not how the timeline went. This incident with this female happened way back a month ago, and people are now just finding out about it, or they chose to sit on it and are now throwing it out there to try to make the little homie look worse, right? He looks bad already. Let's just keep it point blank and fucking simple. It's never a good look to argue with the woman and to call her the N-word and to realize your fucking mistake so you jump off real fast and delete it. You fucked up. Period. Hey, Holmes, life's a risk, carnal. You know, when you fuck up, you fuck up. The best thing to do is admit it. Hey, Holmes, yeah, I made a mistake. I apologize, dispensa. Rock with me if you rock with me. If not, you pull a Glock with me. You know, there's been plenty of situations where a lot of people, they talk that high power shit. Then when they're put on the spot, they're like, chale, right? They don't want to deal with it. And even in this incident, the incident with Lucky, you know, Lefty immediately took to, I think it was Blue Devil's channel, went on the live, you know, the phone call in and talked about he had a cuete on him. He was going to crash out. He would have did this. He would have did that. He's a real shooter, man. He's a Superman. See him riding around in an Uber, man. You know, he was willing to do all these different things. But it didn't look that way when we watched it, you know? And again, man, there's no hate there. It's just point blank, period. Simple. So, you know, I kind of wanted to throw this video out there because there's going to be a lot of people talking about this topic. There's going to be a lot of people fucking it up. There's going to be a lot of people that ain't giving it to you real. And then there will be those that will, you know, that have their perception of what is going on. You know, Lefty's got to understand he's going to get hated on around every corner. It could be some of his closest homeboys, his entourage, his circle, his closest camaradas that are the ones feeding information. You know, that's like Chito Ranas and Swifty Blue. And that's another situation I'm going to touch on just a second right here, right? When Chito Ranas got out, his first term, barely his first term at the age of 30, right? Or whatever he is, when he did his first term, you see when he got out, hey man, I can't even fucking believe I'm out, hey, fuck. And he was getting handed these rings and these cajenas, he was putting them on, he was so happy. And Swifty Blue took Chito to a restaurant, they ate burritos on camera, and then they got right to the studio, started making music, and they were hugged up on each other and boning chicks together, and it was like Diddy and Usher, or Diddy and Stevie J, just no cap. These vatos were fucking stuck on the hip to each other. And everybody was like, damn, Swifty. I even made a video. Swifty Blue's a real one, Holmes. He looked out for his homeboy. And you know, this vato went on all kinds of fucking, you know, podcasts saying, hey, yeah, fucking Swifty looked out for me. Homies came up to me. It was all love, love, love. Well, now there's a beef between these guys. And now Chito Ranas is going on podcasts talking about, hey, Holmes, I was playing chess, not checkers. Yeah, that vato Swifty, he's the one that gave up to the full community about my brother Hali dying, Jalisco. And he's the one that fed him that information. And they say the ones closest to you are going to be the ones that do you dirty. Whether that's the truth or not, and I'll tell you right now how I feel about the situation. Whether he did that or not, hey, that's real, bro. That's real life. If your brother, if he got killed, bro, people were going to find out anyways. But if your closest homeboy or one of your close homeboys fed that information to a social media podcast and that hurts your heart, Holmes, then why didn't you get at him immediately? Hey, bro, what the fuck, Holmes? This is what I heard. Instead of playing the role, smiling in his face, going to Carl's Jr. together, getting a double Western bacon cheeseburger, tag teaming a fucking fat chick that you guys picked up at fucking the corner of In-N-Out Burger. I mean, there's a lot of things that you could have done, and it just makes you look simple, simple-minded. Like, you can't talk about, oh, I'm playing chess, bro. Hey, I kept my enemies close. Nah, bro, that ain't keeping your enemies close. That's either one or two things. Either you were too scared to tell them anything, Holmes, or you were utilizing them, and it just was what it was, or you're lying. Or you're lying simply, bro, and some other shit. I'm going to tell you what I think it was, bro, because I'm a real one. You know, I don't sugarcoat or add preservatives to this shit. And again, man, respects to these individuals. But what I think it was you got locked up in the county. His name is dicked up, bro. He's no good in the county, bro. His people are saying bad things about him. He fucking dug his hole, and they told you, hey, bro, why you fuck with that fat fucker? And you said, nah, Charlie, homie, I don't fuck with him. Fuck him, right? And just like anything, when someone's solid, Holmes, and they got a celly and they're good people, and they fall off, then immediately you want to bring up all the bad shit about him. Yeah, I about to stunk in my cell anyways. Yeah, I about to fuck used to take shits this big. Believe me, I've seen it happen plenty of times. You're saying, homeboy, that you're walking the yard out with that 4-yard solid, working out every day, busting down. Now he's in bad standings for whatever the case may be, and now you're talking all that shit about him. Yeah, bro, I was in there playing chess, not checkers. Yeah, well, you didn't tell him nothing when you were celled up with them. You knew what time it was. Why didn't you tell us fucking the dude was all fucking drugged out on the toilet, nodding out? No, bro, because see the way my drug out work. Yeah, I know. So it's a situation like that with Lefty. Your own homeboys could be saying shit about you or not, bro. You have to watch out. But when you're displaying a character on YouTube and you're doing it, you know, bro, watch what you do. Now, again, man, for the people that are out there fucking this timeline up, that are trying to make it look worse than it is and saying, hey, this just happened. Hey, he didn't want to see that smoke with Lucky. but fucking he's going to talk shit about girls and he's going to clown with girls. How does that make him look? He was talking shit with girls and clowning with girls way before Lucky. And it doesn't make him look good. You know, and did he say the N-word? Quite possibly. Again, this is something that was brought to me a long time ago, and now people are only confirming it. I didn't witness it. I wasn't on that IG. But the homie got at me and told me. And again, as a real motherfucker, bro, if anything, Lefty, you're welcome, homes. I didn't put it out there because I didn't want to fuck up his stride. I didn't want to fuck up his momentum, man. And I don't want to. But let's be real. A lot of people are going to try that. And I'm here to say the people that are trying to fuck up this young dude's fucking stride, hey, it doesn't matter, Holmes, if he talks shit about the Norteños or he talks shit about this or that. You know, at the end of the day, bro, you'll reap what you sow. Your bed's made, Holmes. You will lie in it. I'm not going to be the one to make that bed for you, bro. That's not where I'm at with this shit. I'm about unity, positivity. I'm about homeboys getting their bag. All gente getting their bag. The raza, period, man. Now, if you fuck up along the way, you fuck up along the way. If you want to fucking tell a girl that you'll kill her and say that you'll shoot Lucky and you'll do all this, Holmes, eventually people are going to call you on your bluff, Holmes, and they're going to huff and puff and blow your house down. That's just how it is. Anyways, with that being said, I appreciate all the support I've been getting on this channel. You know, I got to keep it real, man. I got to clear shit up. Like I said, there's going to be other content creators that are got the same information. They're going to do the same thing, man. Support them respectfully. Listen to everyone's opinion and their perception on this matter. And is it a real big deal? At the end of the day, it doesn't pay our bills. Who gives a fuck if a rapper makes money or not, right? When you try to help gente out and see them shine, bro, they dim their own candle. They put their own shit out. No one can fuck your shit up but you. Remember that. Knowledge you can't get in college. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive for what I honestly and truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people. Are you guys ready for episode 12? Are you ready for Super Norteño episode 12? It's coming this afternoon, man. Don't hate on it. Just understand, man. Oh, Sheila's about to get real tricky in this one. Bang, bang. My respect.